illuminating our own fears and secret hearts along the way. Shauna Niequist, author of Bread and Wine and Savor.
Shall we begin here? An open invitation. In the late summer, some years ago, I woke one morning to a lavish Christian hangover. This is the truest way I know how to begin this exposition of coming clean, and though it's still difficult to accept the moniker alcoholic, I know that I am, in the most colloquial sense, dependent. Yes, I am an enjoyable, joyous, exuberant dependent. I have found that at my most drunk, I am also my most fun. This would be the second truest way I know to begin this exposition of my coming clean. When the numbing of the liquor set in, when it deadened fiery anxiety and inhibitions, a permanent smile washed over me, and the clever, quippy comments reigned. I felt less angst. I felt the dissipation of life's groaning. In this age of Christian liberty, of the disentanglement of the Christian ethos and prohibition, I found myself stretching deeper and deeper into the bottle in an effort to avoid pain. I found myself dependent upon something other than the God in which I professed faith. Why? We'll get to that. For now, though, know this. This is a journaling of my days of coming clean. It is not a book as one normally thinks of a book. Perhaps you'll find a narrative arc, perhaps you won't. What you'll find, I hope, is an honest piece of writing that tracks my first 90 days of sobriety, one that deals with pain, with healing, and ultimately with the mystery able to help us all come clean. We'll get to that too. Know this also. This is not a book about alcoholism or alcohol dependency. It is a book about the human experience. We've all felt the pain in this groaning and grinding of life. We all cope in different ways. Some drink, some abuse prescription drugs, some overeat, some undereat or puke or have sex, or amass wealth or give all their wealth away. Some over-intellectualize life, build superstructures of theological certainties so that they do not have to confront the real, abiding, fearsome, mysterious God. We all have our vices, see? Know this 3. This is not a program. It is not the last chapter of a journey. This is the beginning, my beginning, maybe even yours. It is the shedding of the first garment on the way to naked. This is an exposition of my process of stripping off the falsities, of coming clean. Think about this less as a book about alcoholism and more as one about the pains and salves common to every life. My alcoholism is not the thing, see? Neither is your eating disorder, your greed disorder, or your sex addiction. Your sin is not the thing. The thing is under the sin. The thing is the pain. Sin management without redemption of life's pain is a losing proposition. There is an antidote for this pain. It was taught to us, commanded of us, modeled for us. It is simple in word and sometimes impossible in deed. It is free, but it isn't cheap. Are you ready to explore this with me? Are you ready to find the medicine? This is an open invitation to come clean. Part 1. The Seeing. I am tangled up in contradictions. I am strangled by my own 2 hands. I am hunted by the hounds of addiction. Hosanna. Andrew Peterson. Hosanna. September 26th. Once I was a hopeful man. Once I spouted verses in the cloying language that belongs to all cliches. All things work together for good, I said, and for the most part they always had. Once I believed my career as an attorney for the largest firm in the grand state of Arkansas would be a shining success, my marriage a model of fidelity, my 4 boys, Isaac, Jude, Ian, and Titus, the strapping sort of Ozark woodsman who could fell mighty oaks with a single axe swoop. Amber and I were church pillars in those days, the kind who led home groups in our spacious farmhouse hewn of 1938 Ozark stone. On the weekends we sat in our deep couch, swirling glasses of wine with younger married couples, and schooling them in the art of connection. We quoted scriptures, prayed often and together. Our eldest children learned John 3:16 before the other boys in their Sunday morning class. Things were sorted, figured, and comfortable.